crawler log folder. So let's just see what this question asks. So basically guys, when you open folders in your computer, so like you jump from one computer to one folder to another folder. Okay, so similarly he's saying like you are at folder d1. Okay, then in d1 there is some folder d2, you jump to that d2 folder. Then there's these two dots and there's this one dot. Let's see what is it. Two dots means move to the parent folder of the current folder. If you are already in the main folder, remain in the same folder. Okay, and one dot means remain in the same folder. And okay, so there are three things: either it would be one dot, either it would be two dot, either it would be some random variable x and slash, that is like d1 or d2. Okay, so what do you have to do? In the last, return the minimum number of operations needed to go back to the main folder after change folder operations. Okay, so these are the change folder operations. Like we are at d1, then we are at d2. Okay, I will just copy this one, I will paste it over here. So it's like that first we are at d1, then we go to d2, then there's two dots. So for two dots we have to remove this, we have to go back to the previous folder. So I can remove this d2. Oh, I can remove this d2. Oh, okay, and then I'm again going to d21. Then there's just single dot. Single dot means we have to do nothing. And in the last I have to tell how many numbers are there, uh, because our main folder starts from here. Okay, at this point. Okay, so to go back to this folder we have to remove this and we have to remove this. So two number of operations. Okay, so the answer for this input should be 2. It's 2. Now let's copy this one. Let's copy this one and I will paste it over here. So first we are at d1, then we went to d2, then this single dot, it is single dot, yep, for single dot we don't have to do anything. Then there's d3, then we go to d3. Okay, then there's double dots. For double dots we have to go to the previous folder, so we have to remove this, we have to remove this, so we have to remove this. Okay, we have to go to the previous folder, and then basically we have to go to d31, d31, and then that's it. So now this is our folder chain, and we have to reach here. It is asking we have to reach here. So in how many operations can we reach here? We have to remove this, we have to remove this, we have to remove this. So basically there's 3 operations. So let's check what is the answer for this. It's 3. So this is a simple question. It's like the classic approach of stacks, that we keep putting these elements. So if it looks something like x slash, then we keep putting it in the stack. If it looks something like single dot and slash, we do nothing. Okay, and if it looks something like double dot and slash, then we remove the topmost element, and that's it, our question is done. So let's try it. I want a stack for this. Stack, it would be a int stack. Will it be a int stack? No, it would be a string stack, because in the array we have given string stack. That's it. Now for int I equals to 0, I should be less than logs dot size I plus plus. I'm iterating in this string, and then what do I want is if logs of I looks something like this, then I have to like continue, I have to do nothing. Else if logs of I looks something like this, then I have to stack. Okay, and I have to like remain in the, and if you are already, and with this I have to also write, I have to also check that my stack is not empty. Oh, just a second, I'm refreshing my page. It happens sometimes. um okay, now it's better. Stack dot empty. I have to check that my stack is not empty, and if that's the case, if it's the double dot, I have to like stack dot pop. Why I put this other condition? If this is the case that these are double dots, then I have to pop the element, you know that. But if the stack is empty, we won't be able to pop, and then it would give a runtime error. So for that, we have to write stack dot empty. We have to like, to get the edge case, we have to write this condition. Else I have to stack dot push logs of I. That's it. It would keep track of my stack, and in the last I have to return stack dot size. I guess this is the function. Let's run it. Stack dot size, I guess. Yeah, it is. Yeah, perfect, we got it right. Let's submit this also. I don't see if we missed an edge case, and what's that? Output is 1. So here stack size, if this, then continue. If this, then stack dot pop, nothing. And this, actually, we didn't push anything over here in this case. Then why is it showing me? Oh, in this we didn't push, in this we didn't push, we pushed it over here only. Okay, so why the stack size is showing me 1? If this is the case, then continue. Why is it showing me 1? But why is it showing me? After every for loop, I will write stack cout stack dot size. Here's where debugging comes in. 1, I have to submit it to see that case. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting only 1 iteration, and why is that? This logs dot size is 1 0 1 2. It is going till 2. When it is 0, then we are continuing it. We did nothing. When there's these double dots and stack is not empty. Okay, got it. How can we solve this? Basically, I will tell you what are we doing wrong. When this is the case, double dot, and else if, what I have to do is, if else if, not else over here, like, okay, else over here, but at the same time, just a second. Basically, I will tell you what I got the mistake. I'm just trying how to solve it. I'm just thinking how I can solve it. Basically, in this case, when there's these 2 dots, okay, I have to pop the element, and if the stack is not empty, like, I will tell you what is happening. First we this, then we continue, then I can see this double dot, so we have to pop the element, but I can see that popping this case is not satisfied, and other than that I am pushing it over here. Okay, so here I have to write else if this and continue. Yeah, this should work. Okay, still it is giving me this, then start dot pop, continue means that it is going to the other, and at this point also, so we didn't push it at all. We didn't push it. Then why is it showing me 1? Okay, let's see what is happening. Just tell me when it is going over here. So I'm for writing cout I, because if it is showing me 1, then at some point it is getting that 1. Oh, okay, there are 2. I will remove this stack. Run code, perfect. let's see what's the error now. Basically, see, I just wrote that at what point at this interval it is pushing. So else if this, okay, it is not jumping in that. So what I have to do over here is, if stack is empty, okay, I got it, got it. Else if stack, okay, so it should be like, not over here, it should be if stack dot empty. If it is not empty over here, then pop and then continue. This looks better. Let's check if it works or not. Perfect, guys, we got it. So basically what was the mistake that was happening was that we were writing if stack.empty is over here. So what was happening, it was not going inside this if case, it was not going inside this else if case when it should have. Okay, we at this point add when at this point, okay, if there's double dots and if the stack is empty, we don't have to do anything. If the stack is not empty, then we have to pop the element. So here we were writing the condition that if we are getting those two dots and the stack is not empty, then we have to pop it. We were not keeping track of that thing, that if it is empty then we have to do nothing. So here we did that key. If first we write two dots are there, we get into the condition if these two dots are there, and then we are saying if the stack is empty at that point. If the stack is not empty at that point, then you have to pop the element, otherwise you have to do nothing and just continue. And that's how you solve this crawler log folder problem. Perfect.